Welcome back
to Marriage Beyond the Veil, day 122.
Okay.
So, 4 years ago, you did a post.
4 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You did a post about Cinderella and a song called "Do You Love Me Because You're Beautiful?"
Oh, that was from Cinderella, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
The Rodgers and Hammerstein. Mm-hmm. Do I love you because you're beautiful? Or are you beautiful because I love you? Okay.
Yes, that's it. And the question was, just that. Do you love someone because they're beautiful, or are they beautiful because you love them? And
looking through the eyes
right.
of love.
So fast forward to the Lachey's have a show on Netflix called Love Is Blind. I watched one.
Who's the Lachey's?
Nick.
Nick. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And so basically they don't see each other until the very end. And I watched one episode, one show, one season of it, the first one.
One season, not one show.
Right, one season of it. And the couple that I saw on there, they're still married. So they got married and they're still married. And, the question was, how do you get but they talked about how they just talked and talked and talked and talked. And even when, they were shocked because both of them were like, whew, basically, when they saw each other, because they both were pleasing. Yeah, relatively attractive.
Okay.
And, but
So I guess the idea was, though, because I've not watched this show,
right.
but the idea is you get a chance to potentially fall in love with the authentic person because you're not distracted by beauty or the lack thereof.
Exactly. And and watching some of these other shows over the years, that was one thing that I always wondered. I said, okay, they never saw the person, were they falling for them, or they're falling for them because they're just so attractive and that kind of stuff. And I just remember when we did the initial post, that was one of the things that we highlighted was just that when you get to know somebody from the inside out first, when you see them, they look completely different than they would, in my opinion, if you got to just know them from, because a lot of times you'll be attracted to someone's beauty, and so then the other faults, the other issues or challenges they may have, can sometimes be like, oh, well,
You overlook.
Right. Well, she's fine.
They're concealed.
He's handsome.
Because,
but when you get to know somebody just by talking.
Without the appearance.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Do you really get to know the authentic person? And do you fall in love with that? And is that a better way to fall in love than, the visual?
Well, better. I do believe that what one sees or fail to see can be a distraction, right? Because if you have a way to get to know somebody without focusing on, because for a lot of folks, let's just be honest, there's a lot of superficiality, right? And you do want that handsome guy, that beautiful woman, or whatever the case may be, but and then of course we know beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But I guess that it probably also takes off pressure.
I think so.
Because there are certain people you would be like, ooh, I really like her, but, I don't want to approach her. you don't have the confidence because, there's this raving beauty that you think everybody wants. And, but everybody may not see her or him as that. And so I guess it does remove some of the pressure. But at the end of the day, whether the person's appearance is concealed or not, it is really imperative that you get to know the person.
Right.
Who they are. Not what they look like, right? Not what they, quote unquote, represent from an appearance perspective, but who they are at their core.
Because sometimes the very thing you're looking for is right there for you.
Well, and, as the adage goes, looks can be deceiving. You can't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
All those things, because the reality is, even with a potential love interest, a heap sees, but a few no's.
True statement. That's it.
So until tomorrow. Do I love you because you're beautiful? Or are you beautiful because I love you?
I'm going with that one.
Till tomorrow, the Lord says the same.
Have a good evening.